All right, so today I wanted to talk a little bit about what are the biggest roadblocks causing your ABM program to actually fail. One of the things that we see, so this is a little bit of a deeper dive, but account-based marketing is an extremely effective process, very popular in the industry with true enterprises, but there's some nuances in here that make this a very different process to what you might see with just a traditional sales model of buy more leads, get more leads, you get them into a sales cycle, ask them for a meeting. If they don't get into a meeting, let's move on. So let's talk a little bit about what an ABM program is. It's a strategic approach, focusing on targeting specific accounts, because in B2B, we typically know who our accounts are. Rather than a broad audience and rather than just fishing, you know who your audiences are and you know who they are and what you want from them. Now, whether you're effective at getting there is a different story, but the process of account-based marketing is an effective way to get there. So let's just look at the first roadblock and the first challenge. Number one is selecting the wrong accounts. This is one of the most common mistakes. A lot of times it's used as a wish list. I want to have IBM as a customer. I would love to have Google as a customer. But those are based on assumptions rather than the reality of unlikely to convert customers, and you feel good that they're in your CRM. So be very careful about selecting the right types of accounts. That's first. Second, and this one is huge, we run into this constantly, and it's actually a business pain point. There's a close collaboration that really needs to happen between sales on one side and marketing on the other. And sales needs to work with marketing, and marketing needs to work with sales. Oftentimes, sales teams are under so much pressure, they just get me the lead, deliver me the lead, and I can close it. But that is not how the world works, and especially in enterprise, you have to go through the process of engaging with key stakeholders and champions in the right target account, getting them the right information and personalizing that information. So there's a side of ABM that needs to have the sales team working closely with the ABM and the marketing team in order to make that happen. One of the biggest things that happens are the sales team just staring at marketing going, where are my sales ready leads? And in B2B, it's the biggest problem that marketing has, the biggest problem that sales has, and it's an unnatural divide, okay? So next up, not personalizing content. The whole point of what we're trying to do with ABM and account-based marketing, target an account. This is an ideal account for us, and this is the ideal account size. Who are the movers and the shakers inside of that account? Who is your champion? Who is an influencer? Who is needed for sign-off, right? Who do you have to have on board? And then you need to personalize that content. So yes, you can use some content that will span across more than simply one account, but it does have to be targeted and personalized for those people. Irrelevant, generic content, not going to work. It's going to actually cause a real big problem in your ABM program overall. Next up, we talked about that target account list. That target account list is often sent over. Here's our list. That's who we want. But these are moving targets. We're trying to build a pipeline. So there's a long investment here because accounts, especially in the enterprise, are not ready today. They're not buying a t-shirt on Amazon. You have quarterly budgets. You've got yearly budgets. You've got longer sales cycles. And you need to have some patience and resilience in order to see the fruits of this labor. But the fruits of the labor are a resilient sales pipeline personalized to target accounts that are likely to close for your organization. Next up, and this one is a biggie, inadequate measurement and optimization. But more importantly, what are the metrics for a successful ABM campaign? Because on the marketing side, there are different There are different metrics for success that lead the sales team to a successful close. It's like an offense and a defense on a football team. You know, to say that the marketing team are not delivering sales ready leads is a lot like saying we didn't get enough touchdowns. That's the fault of the defense on an NFL football team. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We fail to track the right metrics. For marketing teams in ABM, it is account identification working with sales. It is account engagement. It's target ideal customer within a target account. It's their engagement. Are they giving feedback? That's not the right word. Are they engaging? Okay, let's start that again. Inadequate measurement and optimization means, are we measuring the right things for the marketing team and for the sales team working in a continuum? On the marketing side, it is target accounts and influencer and target account contacts engagement. Are they engaging with the content, the personalized content that we've worked so hard to create? On the sales side, we're looking at opportunities won. And when they're deeper in the funnel, the marketing team is able to come in and help create additional personalized content to keep the target accounts and the opportunity stage fully engaged, not just handing it off, but quite often there's a bit of a kumbaya between sales and marketing, and then you go into a rift between sales and marketing, and it creates the wrong atmosphere for success, and you're measuring the wrong things. To say to a marketing team, you know, we need more sales ready leads. Again, you can get them ready, but you need sales to be interacting with that. Next up, treating ABM as a short-term campaign. ABM is a long-term strategy. You got to win hearts and minds. It's a philosophy that runs right from the leadership right on down to the on the front line levels of sales and of marketing as well. Not one campaign. It doesn't work that way. Next up, technical and data challenges. Do you have the right platform? Is anyone using your CRM? If they're not using your CRM, you got a big problem right there. Then creating those audiences and trying to get that personalized content out to them is near to impossible. Not to mention that the fact that on the side of an ABM team, one of the big functions of the ABM marketing team is working on the CRM to have good CRM data that people are using, okay? Next up, misaligned expectations. And this typically is on the leadership side or on the sales side, in that what can ABM achieve? Is ABM a silver bullet? Is it going to close us all those deals? No, of course it's not. ABM is a strategy of sales and marketing alignment, targeting accounts, aligned with technological innovation that allows you to segment those people so you can reach those key influencers. And you have to put in the work in order to get those accounts fully engaged. We've got to set realistic goals for this type of a project.